2:35 p.m. Yeah, don't fight your lust. Kind of accept it. If it happens, it happens. I feel like shit right now, bro. I feel like I relapsed, but I didn't. It was a big wet dream, bro. When you're on this cycle, when you're holding your energy, your sexual energy, your chi, your body is gonna go through these large forms of wet dreams, and you gonna feel like you relapse in these sexual dreams and a lust because you're really not used to that. Your body's not used to holding all that energy, and your brain and your mind, your stomach, all that is not used to that, and it's gonna keep going through these cycles of you releasing that because it's a lot of energy to harness. So I recommend you meditate, fast, and whatchamacallit, exercise. But what I recommend you don't do is don't eat before your bedtime. Eat 4 hours before your bedtime. So I eat at 6. Usually the average person who have like an early bedtime will probably sleep around 8 to 10 p.m. So eat a couple hours before that. Don't eat directly when you go to sleep because that is when your body is in the sleep mode, and when you just ate, now your body's going to process all that food. And now it's like it's going to find a way to release it. Not release the food, but, release something. And with that, it's going to be a wet dream because that's going to attack your pancreas, all that food. And it's more likely due to cause a wet dream. But that don't mean it was like a physical relapse. That's your body doing that. I feel it's like I did it, but I really didn't. It was a nocturnal emission. It wasn't really like a sexual dream. And then I was sleeping on my stomach too, so it's normal. And don't try to like overfight your lust, because if you do, it just signifies you're straight. You know what I'm saying? That you desire women, right? So don't overfight it. So man and women are one. Don't be in this dualistic type of mindset. Oh, I gotta not lust and that. If you're not lusting like that, or that means you're probably asexual. You need to go get checked in. That means you have no testosterone. So don't be in the mindset of trying to like fight it like that. Just overcome it. Because I ain't gonna lie, I have a lot of lust, bro. Like a lot. Like passionate inside of my dreams. It's funny how you have a lot of lust and passion for lust, women, in your dreams mentally, but when you go in real life, it almost doesn't even exist, because us humans, we lost a part of ourselves, which means we're disconnected. But that's a whole nother like jam. And the reason why you lust and your passion is because nowadays everything is kind of disconnected, and you're not with like a woman, so you're gonna have to harness the energy by yourself. As a man, bro, it's not easy like that. It could be very overwhelming. I mean, when you go about your day, you're just doing what you do, but when you're in your sleep, you just have these cycles of these big dreams in your body. Just, man, just telling you. But don't try to fight your lust, bro. That signifies your body's good, got high testosterone, and you're straight. Because a person probably doesn't have a lot of testosterone, who doesn't have high lust or this. I'm not saying continue to lust, don't do it. You should try to balance it out. I'm not saying a person who doesn't lust is like a bad person, but I'm just saying that if you do, you probably don't have a lot of testosterone, bro. You probably got to get checked. You really need more to the sexual side, but you got to go get checked, bro. That ain't normal. You're not a monk, bro. You're in America, bro. These environments there's foods everywhere, there's pollution. You're gonna get triggered every day, constantly. You gotta know how to just balance it with having these habits like meditation and mindfulness. You're not in a monk. You're not in the Himalayas. You're not in Nepal, bro. So it's gonna be you're not a monk. It's not gonna be very likely you'll ever get to that state of controlling your lust. But you'll be better at controlling it with your habits. But at a monk level, it's not gonna be that easy because you're in America where everything's constantly triggering you, batting an eye at you. So in different energies. The monk's environment is isolated. They're in like a temple, a certain like environment. So they're not gonna be triggered like that. And they probably have no type of device. If it's a device that's not like this, like an iPhone or Samsung, whatever they use. So you are in America. But yeah, don't try to fight it, man. I saw a guy, he said he's more sexual, he don't feel nothing for women like that. I'm like, bro. I'm like, what is wrong with you, bro? Are you straight? I'm tweaking. I know he is, because he's been down a no sugar diet. He's been on this. He's doing what he gotta do. That's not a level you want to get to, because that's not right. That means your diet is off. He's eating a vegan diet. He's eating that. Nah, bro, don't eat that vegan diet, bro. Don't do that shit. You gotta be balanced. If you get to a point where you don't, the thing is, if you get to the point where you don't feel nothing for women or this, what's gonna happen is you're gonna try to get those dopamine receptors on, because your body's not used to being in that no mind state. That mind state of like, you don't really care about anything or this or women. Your body's gonna, you mentally, since you're not getting those dopamine hits, you're gonna try to compensate for that, which means you're gonna get a girl, you're gonna try to do things to feel the desire for her again, or you're gonna watch the website. You're gonna fall to these lustful habits, and it's probably due to your diet. Don't ever get to that state, because I love women. I'm not a faggot. I'm sorry. Women are the sexiest things in existence. I would never get to that state. I kind of almost did a little bit, but you go through cycles like that. But that just means that I'm a FAG. I'm not a FAG. You know what I'm saying? If you that, then live your life. Be happy. You know what I'm saying? But man, it feels like a relapse, but I didn't. I'm just going through a cycle. Might have had some push-ups. And too, I think what caused it too, was I ate some chips. I ate some popcorn chips. I ate some pie, those mini pies. And I ate me a cookie, muscle milk. Yeah, I shouldn't expect that. Every time I ate before bed or whatever, I usually got the nocturnal emissions and the wet dreams. You know what I'm saying? But never get to the place of the guy where he doesn't desire like a woman or that. That's just turning you into like a faggot, bro. But he's not, though. He's just at that state. But I don't know. Just kudos to the guy, though. But let's do our push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to the guy, though. Kudos. But if you're having a lot of lust on your path, you're having a lot of these passionate dreams, sexual, that's good. That is good. You have a lot of energy. It's almost polarizing. But it's not polarizing. It's just high. It's high life force. That is what it's signaling. You got a lot of sexual energy. You got to balance it. You know? That's what you got to do. Balancing it. You know? Or you could do it with like a female, but none of us have access to women like this, so it's going to be hard. But I don't want you to do it because you're most likely to release that physical fluid. And I want you to do it. But I want you to do deep breathing techniques. Catch yourself and breathe through your nose. Look at me. Slowly, very slow. Slow and deep, not fast. Like a dog. Do this. Slowly and deep. Yeah, just slowly, deep breaths. Like, yeah, like that. So yeah, bro, don't fight your lust. It will overtake you.